residents in the city. They had been shutting off water for years, but nowhere on this scale.
Welcome, beloved community. We are back again with yet another installment of the People's Water Board Coalition Water Wednesdays webcast. I welcome all of our viewers today. It's going to be a great show. We're talking about Line 5 and everything that's going on with it. I'm blessed to have Andrea Pierce with me today. She's a dear friend of mine. She's also Little Traverse Bay Bands of Odawa Indian citizen, Anishinaabe Caucus chair, and the Michigan Environmental Justice Coalition policy director, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Andrea does a whole bunch of stuff to save the people and planet every day. Andrea, welcome to the Water Wednesday webcast.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me. It's an honor to be here.
So it's like having, it's like home having you here because you've been on the show so many times. It's a short show, so we're going to jump right in. Can you tell us about the Pipe Out Paddle Up event to shut down Line 5, no tunnel this year, and why it's so important for folks to get here and be a part of it?
It's a fun event. The Pipe Out Paddle Up. It started off like a rally, and then we worked down. Now it's just like a big family picnic. Everybody shows up, and we bring food. Everybody brings something. Bring your own water because we don't, or bring your own water container. We supply water, but not a water container. Somebody somewhere is fighting for that water.
That's right.
And it's a really fun event. We bring Michigan citizens, tribal citizens, Michigan legislators, tribal legislation, the chairs and the Ogamas. We bring everybody in. Environmental organizations come. We are stronger together, and this is where we fled.
Right. That's right. Now, there's a lot happening with Line 5. Can you give us kind of an understanding of the things that are happening, what Enbridge is doing to put this tunnel in? Like there's an indigenous site underneath the water that you actually helped, find. Can you tell us about that and why it's so important that people show up?
Yeah, there's a lot going on with Line 5 in that tunnel and Enbridge. There's a fake emergency or executive order written by that fellow in the White House, which I believe he got the information from Fox News. So you know how worthy that is.
Yeah.
We don't have an energy emergency. They're just trying to make one an emergency so that they can push that pipeline and that tunnel, or push that tunnel through and keep that pipeline running. We also have when they start building, we're gonna have man camps in Michigan, in the upper UP and in upper Michigan. So women, men, and children, I should say, because it's on the missing and murdered indigenous peoples now. All of us are disappearing.
Yeah, Andrea, just so that our folks that are our viewers know, man camps are like really where all the workers are gathered in one place. And they become really unstable and unsafe for all the people that live around them, especially indigenous people. It's almost always close to indigenous land, or where a lot of indigenous people live. And, you know, that's how people end up being, missing and things like that.
Missing and murdered.
And
Yeah, it's
murdered.
actually human sexual trafficking is what it's really called. But for us, it's an epidemic is where
Right.
they're putting it at. And Michigan now has a missing and murdered indigenous peoples task force that was created by Dana Nessel to help protect us. I'm hoping we won't need it, but
Yeah.
chances are we will. We also have desecration of graves that are coming. Enbridge has told tribal leaders that there are they didn't tell them about the ancestral remains. We knew they were there, and it's the burial mounds that are there, but Enbridge has
Underneath
told
the
them that you
water,
have
right?
to move them, repatriate them.
Mhm.
You do it or we will. And they gave us a very short time frame.
Yeah.
So in my world, I'm not safe, alive, or dead.
Right.
So as an indigenous woman, and
Yeah.
neither is my family. So that's what's really at issue for me. And we don't need it. If we needed that so bad that tar sands and all of that crap they're pushing through there, and we don't know what they're pushing. We only know what they're telling us they're pushing. If we
Well, they
really
say that
needed that,
they're pushing propane, but they are definitely pushing tar sands, which is awful. Tar sands is terrible. It's impossible to clean up. It would be catastrophic if the Line 5 spilled anywhere along the line, which it has, and it's been
yes,
catastrophic.
repeatedly,
Yes.
not once or twice. We're talking about hundreds of times
Yeah.
along Line 5. It has spilled. and but not in the Great Lakes, and that's what we're trying to protect right now. That's the largest source of fresh water, 20% of the world's fresh water. So we're trying to protect this. We also want to
Yeah.
bring awareness that there is a 10,000-year-old sacred site at the bottom of Lake Michigan that we didn't know about. It was recently discovered during COVID, and the 12 tribes have claimed it as a sacred site, and we need to be able to check it out. We haven't been able to go down and learn about that. That's going to be that is part of our history that we don't know about and we need to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much at stake, right? Not just the, preservation of the site and, the preservation of the Great Lakes, all of that, but, there's it would affect people all over Michigan, animals, the creatures that we share the earth with, you know,
Mhm.
an oil spill throughout the Great Lakes or any of the 70 tributaries that Line 5 runs through to go back to Canada. I mean, and people should know that Line 5 literally is a shortcut back to Canada. It starts in Canada, shortcuts through Michigan, and then goes back to Canada.
Yeah.
And
We
all
don't
the way
gain
along the
anything
way.
from it.
No, we don't. We don't get, as a matter of fact, it gets used a lot. It ends up going, to after it's refined, it ends up going all over the world, usually to make bottled water, the bottles themselves, and plastic and things like that. So we really don't need it. And,
I always thought it went to I thought it went to China, as Walmart freighters go out empty and come back full. I thought they're full of Line 5 plastic toys and stuff. It could be. We'll never
I
know
mean,
really.
it's sold all over the world. The tar sands, after they're refined, are sold all over the world, and it goes into a whole bunch of stuff that we don't actually need, and a lot of
Right.
times it's turned into plastic. It's the
Mhm.
worst source of energy on the planet to mine and get and refine. It uses up ungodly amounts of other energy and water. It's just and tar sands are impossible to clean up. If there was a spill, well, when there's a spill, like, you can go to Kalamazoo River today and still see tar balls, what we call tar balls. So it's impossible to clean up. And the people who were there in Kalamazoo that lived around that oil spill, it's the largest inland oil spill in American history, they got sick. Some people died. Like, that's how bad this is. It's bad for communities, it's bad for the animals, it's bad for the water, it's bad for everyone. It's bad for everyone. And we
Well,
could
then
really get into how, like, just the mining of it. We don't have time today, but,
and I
it's
wanted to also say too about, Enbridge, that corporation who was part of Kalamazoo oil spill, that was theirs. They've
that's
spilled
their
here
line. Line
yeah,
6
they've
was an
spilled here
Enbridge
before
line.
and they don't care. They also have been operating illegally for the last 4 years in Michigan, and they are actively suing Michigan about the treaty rights and about whether or not they should be able to force Michigan to take their, tunnel whether we want it or not.
And, the tunnel's such a bad idea. It's no matter what, it's not if there's gonna be an oil spill, it's when. If it
Mhm.
happens in an oil spill or if it happens in the tunnel, it's still going to breach in the Great Lakes. That's not
Everywhere, yes.
everywhere, everywhere. The tunnel is no kind of protection whatsoever.
Well, it's gonna be a stranded asset is what it's gonna be because we're
Mhm.
switching to renewable. We can't keep digging up fossil fuels forever.
That's right.
So we're gonna be switching, and this is really to keep the pipeline opening legally longer, right?
Yeah, yeah, because it's running illegally in Michigan. The
So that's
permit
why
has been yanked.
and we have public comment going on with Eagle right now up until Friday, so make sure you get your public comments in about why this is not good for Michigan.
That's right.
This is from Eagle and Governor Whitmer.
We'll put that information in you really only have this next couple days to do it. We'll put that
Mhm.
information in the details below the video so people can go do that. And we'll put all the information for the pipe out paddle up. If the event is going to be wonderful, it's an indigenous led event. We eat, we paddle out, we love the water. There's going to be drummers and, so many people. Tell us a little bit about how the event will unfold, Andrea.
Oh, we got 2 native drums that are coming and, Anishinaabe drums, I should say, and
Mhm.
they're fabulous. They were here
Yeah.
last year with us, and they like the event, and they really believe that we need to do everything we can to shut down Line 5 and stop that tunnel. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the important thing. Line
Mhm.
5 needs to be enforced, so we shut it down forever.
Yeah.
Um We're gonna have we start with prayers and talk to the water, and then we have legislators will talk, or everybody will talk. We have not everybody, but we have a speakers list of very important people who have important things to say about our water that we may not realize. We've
Yeah.
got indigenous people coming to speak who are from the area up there. We have legislators coming. We got environmental orgs and citizens. We've very carefully cultivated our speaker list. And we have food. We got kayaks. If you have one, bring one.
Yes.
But if you don't, we're going to try to have them there.
Any flotation device. You can bring any flotation device.
Yeah.
I know people who are bringing boards that they're gonna be using and, like paddle boards and things like that. People are bringing canoes. There's also gonna be a Gmon there for, where we're gonna put up our sign. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great. It's a special event that's been happening for a very, very long time. 10 years
Yeah.
is a long time.
Yeah. 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 And when we started, people said, "Oh, you're wasting your time. You'll never shut down Line 5. What are you doing? You got other things to do." And then we shut it down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually
Power
running
of the
illegally
people.
in Michigan. Yeah, it's actually running illegally in Michigan right now. Their permit has
Hmm.
been pulled. Enbridge pretty much has given the big middle finger to Michigan, said, "We're not gonna listen."
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have this administration backing Enbridge now saying, "Yeah, no, Enbridge can do whatever they want.
Hmm.
They have this domain, they can do whatever they want." Well, that's the people simply aren't gonna allow this. They're not gonna
Right.
allow the tunnel to be built. They're not gonna allow, Line 5 to keep running and threatening the water, our lives, everything that we hold sacred and dear. We're just
Yeah.
not gonna allow that to happen. And the thing is, people all over Michigan, right, already are educated about Line 5 and are standing against it. Like, we've been doing the work, haven't we? Like, for the
Yeah,
last
we have.
10 years, we have
10
been doing
years.
the work, Andrea. That's really how we became such dear friends.
Yeah.
So it's really important. We're gonna have all the details for the pipe out paddle up in the description box down below this
Hmm.
video. And then there's other stuff happening that I wanted to just quickly touch on for throughout the weekend. There's a Water is Life festival. There's a feast that's happening. There's workshops and all kinds of things. You'll be able to plug in. That information is going to be in the description box down below too. So you'll be able to plug in right here from this video if you want to come and join. But we really do
Hmm.
need everybody to come. We need everybody to get educated about Line 5 and really make it their mission. And as Michiganders, it's up to us, right?
Hmm.
We were entrusted with the Great Lakes. It's sacred, and it's on us to be able to protect it, and to band together and be able to do it. So there's a
That
lot
really
going on
is.
this weekend. Yeah,
This is what we're supposed to be doing,
that's right.
protecting the Great Lakes. What are we going to leave the next generations? A big, ugly oil spill?
That's right.
We can't. That's not an option. It really isn't. We
It
need
is
to step
not an
up. Contact Governor Whitmer. Contact Phil Roos. Make your public comment. Come to the pipe up, paddle up. Tell me about your comment. I would love to hear what you said.
option.
I think we're going to have a Facebook page open if it isn't already. I think it
Already
is.
open. Yep.
Post your comment there. Let us know what you said. We want to know because that's important. This we need to know that everybody's up and this is how we got Governor Whitmer in was us. We did that.
And it was through organizing through Line 5. We all knew that
Hmm.
she was gonna stand firm against it. Now she needs to follow through. She needs to
Right.
follow through. She's gotten kinda wishy-washy over the years over it, but she should not forget who elected her. It was people who wanted to shut down Line 5. Dana Nessel, at least, our, AG, at least understands that because she got voted
She's
in
been
the
a
same party.
powerhouse for
She has,
against Line 5. She has stood for the
really
people.
taken it. She really has. She's taken it all the way to the courts and, fought for us and
Yeah,
fought
we're
for
in
the
the
water.
Supreme Court
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, she really has taken it. But Governor Whitmer, as far as I'm concerned, has gotten kind of soft and wishy-washy when it comes to Enbridge, and this is her moment. This is her
Hmm.
legacy.
Yeah,
Like,
this
if
is
if there's
it.
one thing that you were voted for, this is it. And
Hmm.
I really hate for your legacy to be, "I was soft on Enbridge." Don't let that
And I
happen.
think if she does and lets this go through and signs that paper permitting this, to me, it should be career ending because she did not do the
That's right.
job that she was here for.
Yeah,
The Michigan Constitution says protect the Great Lakes.
that's right.
And if you allow a foreign company to come in and over everything that everybody has said in the court cases, the tribes to try to ignore us, they put gag orders on the 12 tribes of Michigan regarding a pipeline that's coming through sovereign lands. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if she signs that, career ending. Don't vote for her for anything.
Yeah, yeah,
I
'cause
said the other day she should not even be able to run for the bus if she signs this.
that's right. That's right. I mean, you can't run on something and then completely back out.
Mhm.
The people will not forget. We will simply not
No,
forget that you sold the Great Lakes out. It will be your legacy. It will
and our
be.
children,
Yeah. Yeah.
our grandchildren,
Yeah.
being indigenous. The work I'm not doing for me. I'm doing for the 7 generations. I think
That's right.
about them all the time. I think to the future, right? What are we leaving the future?
Yeah.
What are your great grandkids gonna have? I
Yeah.
want mine to have fresh, clean water. I wanna be able to have our culture, our traditional, rights. I wanna build a hunt and fish and gather. You
Yeah.
can't do that in poison lands.
Yeah. That's
We
right.
all know their big plan is to go to Mars or something and leave us here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
we're
we can't
just
allow that. We can't allow that to happen. We have to stand up for ourselves, and we have to stand up for those waters and those animals that can't do it themselves.
right. The earth is precious. We were put
Mhm.
here. We're part of it. It was a gift to us, right? I mean, the earth is our mother. The water is precious. It's sacred. So we have to act like that every day, especially as Michiganders when we're given such a beautiful gift that the Great Lakes is. It's
Yeah,
so
how would you like to
sacred.
have that tell your great-grandkids, "Well, I remember when the waters were blue, but we let a
Yeah.
Canadian company come through here and destroy it."
Yeah.
How would you like to say that? How
We're
would you like
simply
that to
not
be
gonna
our
let that
legacy?
happen. That's yeah. No.
Mhm.
No.
Not a
We're
lot. We
simply
can't
not
have
gonna let
that. We
that
just can't
happen.
have it.
We're gonna lay our bodies on the line before that happens. We're not gonna allow that to happen.
Mhm.
If there's one thing that we've that we have to do in our lifetime, that's what we're here to do. So there's a lot of ways for people to help. If you can't make it up this weekend to the Pipe Out Paddle Up, there's going to be a donation link down below. We do need the funds so that we can run this every year, so that we can make sure that people can get to it, so that we can take care of the people that are coming to speak, the drummers, and all of these people. We really have to take care of each other, and donations are greatly needed. We put together a beautiful food spread, things like that. It's all
Yeah.
free. We make sure that we have kayaks and other floating devices for folks who come and they don't have them, but please bring your floating device if you do have one. We have limited supplies of those things, but we really need people to donate, and that information will be in the box down below. Andrea, I know that you're super busy. You're on your way to Lansing to talk to legislators right now. So I'm going to bid you farewell, but thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate you every day. I appreciate you being a dear friend, and also appreciate the fact that you spend all day, every day protecting Michigan, protecting the
Mhm.
earth, protecting the water. So grateful to call you friend. I and I love you.
I love you too. You know that.
Absolutely.
And you're
To
such a water warrior yourself.
Oh, thank you.
People don't know this, but she won the, Water's Life Festival award one year.
2013, all
Yeah,
my kids
there.
were there. Very, very proud of it.
Mhm. And you earned it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
We're in it
come
together.
up to the St. Ignace, everybody. Make a
Yep,
memory. We have to have memories to remind ourselves if we lose these fights. We have to build our memories because we
that's right.
gotta leave the stories and we gotta build
We're not
warriors.
gonna lose this fight.
And also, this is volunteer led. I
Yeah,
don't get paid for this. I don't.
no,
This
no,
is what I do for passion. We all show up. We got an amazing group of organizers from different
that's
orgs
right.
and different, who care about the water, but we're all volunteers.
That's right, right. We do this because this is our legacy, and we want our grandkids to be able to swim in the Great Lakes in the future. We want
Yeah.
them to be able to enjoy what's this gift that's been given to us, and, that's gonna be our legacy, Andrea.
Yeah.
That's right.
Peace, love, and water.
That's right. That's right. Well, I hope to see everybody. Come meet me and Andrea. Come talk to us. We're gonna be there.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I hope to see everybody there this weekend. If not, please donate if it's in your heart to do and you can. And yeah, it's really hard times, my friends. Look out for each other, call each other, help each other, and try to stay afloat together. Bye.